Hey, what's up, everybody out there? My name is Frank Bello, and you are listening to Collision on Voice FM. Turn it up!
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Kat. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm excited and nervous, but I'm okay.
Don't be nervous. It's only me.
Yeah. I don't even know where to begin with Anthrax. It's been such an amazing career, and while you weren't one of the founding members, you were actually there in the early days behind the scenes, weren't you?
Yeah, I've been around since, at the early days. I actually toured the first record. I didn't play on the first record, but I certainly toured it when whatever touring there was for it, yeah.
What was it like, sort of seeing the band growing in that early period and then becoming part of it?
Well, there was just an energy that if nobody knew what kind of career we would have at that time, but we certainly hoped that there was a future, and we just really enjoyed it. Quite honestly, it was just a lot of fun. Look, we're young guys just playing metal music and getting this, feeding that fire in our belly, and it was all great. It was a great ride. So to be doing it all these years later is pretty incredible. That's our sound check in the background. So I'm trying to find a quiet spot, but there's nowhere.
Are you guys about to do a show, are you?
Yes, I am. I'm backstage. We're always playing. We're in Arkansas today. It's great. We had a sold-out show. It's all good, but I'm backstage, so the amps are very close.
Yeah. Can I ask then, how long it's been since you've been to Australia?
The last one was Soundwave. It's got to be a number of years. I don't remember the last time we were there. But we're more than ready to come back, believe me. We can't wait to get back there. Hopefully on this For All King cycle, we come to Australia for a good long tour. So we fully expect to come there for sure.
Yeah, so you guys, it has been 35 years. You still love to get out there and just tour the world and play shows?
Yeah, I do. I mean, we all do. That's why we're still doing it. We thoroughly enjoy writing new music, and, look, performing for people is like a drug. It really is. It's like that connection between us and the audience. It's everything you can imagine a great drug would do. So it's very addicting, and I thoroughly enjoy it. I still enjoy it just as much as I did in the 80s.
Awesome. Well, Anthrax are pretty well known for being the whole band contributing to the songwriting, but then in 35 years, you've actually only released 10 studio albums. You've been there for 9 of them. Does it take you a long time to get the writing done, or do you just take a long time to sit down and decide to do it?
Well, it's really the writing, making sure the songs are the right songs, because the last thing you want to do is put out the wrong record. We've always took care of all the songs and make sure they're the right songs. We've got to remember, we're fans of this music anyway, so if it doesn't feel right to us, we're not going to let anything out. It really takes a long time. We write the songs, and we live with them and see over a period of time if they stay with us, and that parts need to be changed, and we do periodically while living with the songs. You take parts out, put parts in, you see what works and what doesn't work, and then there's a feeling you have it collectively as a band that you know that you're the right songs and it's the right record to put out. And that's what we've done with this.
Yeah. So is there a lot of leftover tracks when you do write an album, from this one? Did you have a lot of tracks to choose from?
There are. Sometimes there's more than others, and sometimes we do B-sides. But for the most part, you write for the record. This time we had a lot of songs and a lot of pieces of songs we'll probably revisit in the future. Mm-hmm. But this is definitely the album we want to go forward with, and we're ready to. We've already started playing 2 songs off the record. So this is all everything in a tight box of a record. So we're really excited about it.
I was going to ask if you're performing any of the new tracks. Would they be the 2 singles that have been released so far that you're performing?
Yeah, Evil Twin and Breathing Lightning. We just recently started playing. We've been playing Evil Twin for a while now. We started that in Europe, but now we just recently, a few shows ago, started Breathing Lightning. And to see the reaction from the crowd on that also is just incredible. Been doing well at radio here in America, so we're really excited about that.
Yeah, I was going to say Breathing Lightning is a very strong track and a good choice for a single, but there's also the lack of a video having been made for either of those tracks. Do you not really bother about videos anymore?
Well, we did. We just recently agreed to a lyric video, so there you go. There will be a lyric video coming out for Breathing Lightning coming soon. If it's not already out today, I don't know. I literally got the email the other day. We okayed it, and it's going out.
Evil Twin has the lyric video up on YouTube at the moment. But I was going to ask about the new album, For All Kings. Like, that actually, I think, harks back to, like, early Anthrax. Was that a deliberate decision, or is that just how the songs came out?
Well, For All Kings, I think the significance, the meaning behind it, for me, and I guess everybody has their own take on it. I love the album title just because it means be the king of your own kingdom, of any kingdom that you have within your like. I want to be the best that I can do and control my environment, control your own life, and be the king of that life in your own world. If you can follow, that's the way I feel about it. So it hit me immediately as soon as I heard the title. That strikes a note for me. Now, other people might have a different idea about it, but for me, that really works.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I was going to ask if there was an actual, like, underlying theme running through the album, or, I mean, because I think when you listen to the tracks, each song stands on its own quite well, but is it just the sound that links them together?
Thank you. Yeah, I don't think it all goes together, and in that way. I mean, I you know what I love about music? I can listen to an artist, and this is what I like people to do, even with Anthrax records, get your own take on it. I think that's really, because that's what I do with my music. When I listen to a Led Zeppelin song or a Black, my take on it. You know, I think that's more of the experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah, awesome. And the artwork is absolutely spectacular too.
Thank you. That's Alex Ross and Charlie Benanti, our drummer. He's an amazing artist, Charlie. Him and Alex, they get together and do the artwork, and it's always right on what you think, what you need.
Yeah. Can I ask, is there something, because you are obviously a musician through and through, but is there something you do to relax or to get away from music occasionally?
Well, for me, I have a side group. I do a side group. My friend David Ellison, it's still in music. We do a side project called Altitudes and Attitudes, where I'm singing, and we have we did an EP that was really well taken. Really, a lot of people. We did it a couple of years ago, and we're going to do another one next year when after our day jobs are. And that's something I like. I like writing. I like singing, songwriting. And I study acting to do theater in New York City because I live in New York. So that's when I'm off tour, I usually dive into that also. So I keep myself busy performing.
Well, you've actually appeared in a couple of independent movies and also a Married with Children episode. Sure.
It's something that, it's not the fame game I'm looking for because we all know fame's a joke. I just like the art of performing. I just find it really interesting to live in another person's shoes and make that come to life. I think that's really interesting. I mean, I've studied for, about 20 years just quietly. I don't publicize or anything. I just really enjoy that.
Yeah. And speaking of stepping into someone else's shoes, I mean, I imagine when you're first starting out as a musician, you quite often have to, like, put on that, character when you go on stage, but when you've been doing it as long as you have, do you actually then become that character all the time?
Well, I think the character's fun. It's a great question, by the way. I think that character is within me. Mm-hmm. I think that's the guy you see on stage that I am is the fire in the belly, that energy that's within me. That just comes out. I just leave that alone. It goes away after the show's over. But it's definitely that guy. It's what the music does to me. And I let it, I want to leave it all on the table. I don't believe in phoning it in. I can never I just want to leave it all out there. I want to give everything I have because I think it's important for people to be entertained and feel that energy, and hopefully I'll get the energy back from the crowd. And that feeling that vibe between you and the crowd, there is nothing more magical than that energy that the band and the crowd, the audience creates. There's nothing more satisfying than that. There's a vibe there that you crave it. You totally crave it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you can still get it. I mean, and it sounds to me like Anthrax are not going anywhere for a long time. I expect, to have another new album from Anthrax coming out. But you'll have been to Australia before then.
We're just getting started, man. We're having a lot of fun. And again, like I said, there's a whole new fan base along with our own great fan base that we have to spread the word, and we're doing it, and we're doing it nicely. So it's, to say the least, it's been spreading. So it's fun to watch.
Yeah, and the 35 years in the industry, it's, there's been a hell of a lot of changes. Is there like a piece of advice that you would give to a younger band starting out these days?
I do, and I feel bad for younger generations of bands that are coming up because it's so much harder now, because I don't even know if there's a real music business anymore, because nobody really has control over illegal downloading and everything like that, and getting record deals. It's very much harder. But the only thing that you still do have, and you do have that we didn't have, is social media. You have to use social media to your advantage and get your music out there in any way you can, play any show you can, and just really, like, that's what we did in the 80s. We just got in a van, and anybody who would take us, we would really play. And that's, you have to build your fan base, and it's not easy. You got to love it, and you got to want it. And it's just not an easy business. But if you really want this, please go for it, because we need the next generation. We need a future generation for this music to continue. So go for it.
Yeah, and because, like, fans on social media, they're easily distracted, but if you're actually meeting them and playing live for them, then you're actually drawing them into your band that way.
It's so much, there's so many more distractions nowadays, along with social media, video games, everything else. If you want it, I think you just got to nose to the grindstone and go for it, really. And that's like everybody else. If that fire in your belly wants you to go for it, you have to go for it.
Yeah. Is there something that you'd like to say to your Australian fans about the new album, For All Kings?
Well, I think if you like our last record, Worship Music, which a lot of people, we had a really great response from that record. It sold really well. If you like that one, this is the next step to it. I think this is a level above, and I have to say that proudly. And I feel like, and the Australian fans, you like the heavy as we do. I think this is the heaviest Anthrax we put out. So to say the least, the band is we're ready. We'll put it this way. We're inspired, we're ready, and we're hungry. This is the hungriest Anthrax I've seen. So there's a fire burning here in the gut, and we're ready to go. We're ready to rock. We're ready to come out. I can't wait to come to Australia again.
Yeah, I can feel your excitement coming through the phone all the way across the world, and it's awesome, actually.
Oh, that's great, because it's honest. It's as honest as I can be with you.
Yeah. I will tell people that they can find you at facebook.com/Anthrax, and they can also find you at anthrax.com.
Exactly, anthrax.com, and I'm on Twitter at the Frank Bello, Facebook at the Frank Bello, and you can find me on all the social medias at the Frank Bello.
Awesome, and the CDs can be pre-ordered, and they're actually, the CDs themselves are pieces of art.
I highly recommend you pre-order them, just because you get them. I know there's a big pre-order going on right now. I actually do this for luck for every Anthrax record. I actually pre-order 2 records just for luck. On every record we put out. So yeah, just join the crew.
Yeah, so order 2 just for luck.
Yeah, no, you don't have to order 2. Just order 1. I'll be happy with that. Just get it. That's all. I think I just want people to hear what we're up to, and I think they'll be really happy with it.
Yeah, I'm really I've only had a chance to listen to it once, because I only just got it the other day. But no, I really love what I hear, and it's a very strong. Your Uncle Charlie's a very good drummer.
No, yeah, Charlie's awesome. He's awesome. You know, I have to say this on that note. I think everybody in the band is at the top of their game in their instrument and playing. I think we're a very tight knit band. God, if we don't know each other by now, we're never going to know each other.
Yeah, it's the time to actually get out and see Anthrax live if you're overseas, or if they get to Australia finally. But if you can't see them live, then definitely grab hold of the album, which I believe is the 27th of February it's released.
February 26th it is, For All Kings. In the meantime, you could listen to the single, Breathing Lightning. That's out now. It's doing really well. We have Evil Twin out, the first one we put out. It's a very, very exciting time. It's great. And now it's a full-on tour. We start with Iron Maiden. We're on tour currently with Lamb of God right now. We're finishing up the States here for another 2 weeks. And then we have 2 weeks off, and then we go to South America with Iron Maiden, which is amazing. I know these guys are great friends of ours, and we're still huge fans of Iron Maiden. We're getting to travel on the plane with them, which is really exciting as fans of the band. So we're really excited. And For All Kings coming out February 26th, so all good.
Amazing. Like, if half the energy and passion that you've got is in this album, then you've got no problem, which it is. I've heard it, and it is. And talking to you and actually hearing that it's inspiring, actually.
Oh, great. Thank you. Look, I've never been known as a liar. All I do is speak from my heart. And I just hope people give it a chance. And there's a great buzz around Anthrax right now. We want to follow through with it. And we can't wait to come out there. Honestly, I genuinely can't wait to come out there and play.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much. It's been really, really wonderful talking to you. And like I said, it has been really inspiring because I do a lot of interviews, and for you guys, 35 years, and your passion is so fresh and just out there. It's just awesome.
I really appreciate the kind words, and you've been great. I thank you for having knowledge, first off, about the questions. And I genuinely mean it. I can't wait to come out there and play all these. I want to play the whole record as far as I'm concerned, but it's all genuine, and we're ready to rock. So, and thank you for passing it along and feeling that. I really appreciate it.
Anytime, trust me. And I hope when you do come out that we get another chance to have a chat.
I'd love to. I'm ready.
Thank you. Thank you.
Listen, have a great day, okay? Enjoy your day.
And you have a great show. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank you. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.